Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kadash, double honor to the elders, apostles of great millstone that rule well, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. Back into it, there will be peace in the Middle East when the real Israelites, when the Lord brings the real Israelites back in their land, man. Isaiah 11:11, and it shall come to pass in that day, referring to the last days, where the Lord shall set his hand again the second time, to recover the remnant of his people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Paphros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. So the Israelites are scattered everywhere, all over the world, east, west, north, south, wherever you can think of, there's scattering, diaspora. Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. So the real Israelites are outcasted. Yeah, they're scattered. Yeah. Most of us are not in our own land. We're not in the land of Israel. Are there Israelites in the land of Israel? Yeah. And funny enough, they may look like the devil. They may look like Edomites. But they're Israelites. And how can we tell? And that's through the Spirit. Romans 8:16. The Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Because the prophecies link up to us, resonate with us. And the characteristics of our people resonate with us through the scriptures. Right? And gather together the dispersed of Judah and from the four corners of the earth. So everywhere the Israelites are scattered. It's Jeremiah 14:2. It said Judah, right? Judah and Jerusalem, or Judah and Israel in the previous scripture I read. And here's a description of how Judah looks like, man. Yeah, Judah, Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So it said they are black unto the ground, man. They're dark-skinned people. They're being compared to the ground, man, the earth, the soil. So they're people of color. The earth, the soil is, different shades of brown. Right? But the ones that are in the land of Israel today, they're Caucasians, man. So-called white people, Edomites. Yeah, they're Edomites. Yeah. Well, that's it, really. Yeah, man, the real Israelites, they're scattered and they're people of color, man. And this is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. And obviously there's exceptions, because Israel is scattered everywhere. So Israel is mingled with the other nations. Therefore, they will look like the other nations. So therefore, you go by for the Spirit, their spirit resonates with the scriptures. It's not solely based on color, but however, the original Israelites and the Israelites still are a people of color, of the majority. But anyways, with that, shalom.